I've been a Lego nerd my entire life at this point. Like ever since I was 5 and got my first Lego set, I've been building Lego models. I've been building the sets, but then very quickly taking them apart and building my own creations, generally based around castles and nature and all that sort of thing. So my love for Lego started at a very, very young age and has just kept on growing as I've gotten older. Um, it was particularly growing in my teenage years, and particularly during lockdown when I had a lot of extra time to be building and a lot of extra time to be entering all sorts of Lego online competitions and that sort of thing.
Hmm.
But another thing that I started doing in lockdown was making some very basic animations for my church at the time, because my mum was involved in the Sunday school for my church, and she asked me, "Hey, can you make a Bible story for me out of Lego for Sunday school?" And so I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a cool idea. Why didn't I try that?" And I made a very basic Lego stop motion of a Bible story. And over the course of that lockdown, I made about 4 or 5 more of those. Um, but once lockdown ended, I very quickly went back to the competitions and so on that I'd been entering, because it was more fun for me. The stop motions had been a huge amount of work and only been shown to about 8 or 12 people in my church. Which was not very many people for the amount of work that had gone into them. So I went back to the competitions until a year or so later, when a Christian ministry in the UK, I was in South Africa at the time, a Christian ministry in the UK reached out to me and they said, "Hey, they'd come across some of the Lego content I'd made, and they said we'd love to collaborate with you and make a Lego Easter story together with you, and we'll work with you and then distribute it all around the UK." And this got me really excited, because this time there was actually going to be a means of getting it out to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people around the UK. So I put a huge amount of effort into the animation this time round, because I could see the value that it could have in the wider Christian community.
Hmm.
And that animation was really the start of this project, because after that animation really did well. It was used in over 1,200 churches that first Easter that it was released. And that was just around the UK. And since then we've made more and more, and the project has kept on growing. I started working for this ministry full time back in 2023. And then in 2024, we realized that the Lego project that had started under this ministry, but was one small part of the ministry, the Lego project had a lot of potential for growth. And so we decided to split it off into this separate charity that is just for the Lego project. And that is where we are today. We're an independent charity called Go Chatter Studios that is making the Bible in Lego stop motion. And our goal is to make the whole Bible in Lego stop motion. So if you picture a children's storybook Bible, picture book Bible, that is our goal, but in Lego stop motion. So we're looking at 70 to 80 animations that we'll be creating over the course of the next however many years it takes us. And so far we've worked through 10 animations. We have another one created and set to release in a couple months or so. Um, and and now one of the things that we're doing is that now that the project has started, and we're off our feet, we've got 10 animations. We're now wanting to reach as wide an audience as possible, and that